So we've been deep in our color analysis bag here on the channel. We've been out here analyzing undertones, trying to figure out if we're a soft autumn or a deep winter. And basically turning into full-time color detectives. But today we are taking things to the next level. I spent $146 on this little device that says it can scientifically tell you your best colors. So that could mean no more guessing. You don't have to figure out, well, do I look better in silver or do I look better in gold? This thing is supposed to give us the truth. But does it actually work? Let's find out. It's a little difficult because I gotta hold on to everything. Actually, let me put this up. All right, here we go. We're going to start scanning. Oh, wow. That was fast. So if you can't see that, that says 32.49 lightness, 17.46 chroma, and 53.93 hue. Now I do wonder, because those of us of color, quite oftentimes we have more than one color in our faces. A lot of times we're darker around the perimeter and lighter in the center. So I wonder how that would read that, but let's see. Okay, and now we're gonna scan the hair. Okay, so I got my hair scan. Okay, so it's saying 4.38 lightness, 1.33 chroma, 117.94 hue. Now, without me, going to the next round, I do wonder, because that lightness number for the hair was very, very low, and the number for my skin was a lot higher. I can't even remember what I said it was, but I know it was, a double-digit number, maybe like 32 or something like that. I wonder if that is gonna denote contrast. We'll see. Let's measure your item color. Please place the device against the item and press the button below to scan. We'll need multiple scans for accuracy. So we're gonna start scanning. All right, we're gonna hit start scanning. All right, so it says your item color scan completed successfully. 14.55 lightness, 1.47 chroma, 204.72 hue. And then we're gonna hit next. The color combination is a good choice. This is a harmonious color pairing because it matches one of the 3 dimensions of your skin/hair color. So, item color. See, look at that. The skin tone was 32.49. Hopefully this is in focus. I just got this little vlogging camera recently, so hopefully it's in focus. But we have 32.49 lightness, 4.38 lightness, so there's some contrast there. I really want to know what this might mean. Is it going to tell me a season, or is it just going to just measure the skin and the hair? And also, how come it didn't ask me for my eye color? To scan my eyeball, but maybe that's, maybe it's not safe to scan your eye with this. But your eye color is definitely going to play into your color choices. Say I was like, does Kenya Moore have naturally gray or blue eyes? Or her eyes hazel. But say for instance, I had naturally piercing gray or blue eyes, that's gonna change the color season I'm in as opposed to the dark brown eyes that I have, because that kind of clarity and brightness would probably put me in a winter bright as opposed to a winter deep. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what else this thing can do. Easily compare 2 colors to find out if they are a harmonious duo. Instantly identify colors that can enhance your color palette. Let's try this one. Oh, this is basically measuring the colors again. And this is measuring 2 colors to see if the colors, go together. And that's important to know because obviously if you're pairing 2 colors together, you want to have the right level of contrast for the contrast that you have naturally. So I'm a higher contrast, so I would need a higher contrast in clothing colors. So maybe something like this with a very light, this is a very dark gray or maybe even a navy. So maybe a very light navy or even a white. Let's see what's in here. What else is in here? I'm surprised it doesn't tell me what my season is or anything like that. Oh, it has a curated collection of some of my best colors. Let's see what that looks like. Now, you know, they're not saying that this is deep winter, but these sure do look like deep winter colors to me. I guess this is saying like what hair colors would look good on me, but they all look the same. Which, you know, is validating, because if it's one thing I love, it is a deep, not a jet black, because I feel like jet black is too harsh, but like a very dark brown, maybe even like a light black. Or if I wanted like color, like I've had blues and purples in my hair before. I don't love a blonde. The only blonde I've ever really loved in my hair is like a very cool tone, maybe even like close to platinum, but not all over, like a little, just a little highlight, you know, just to give a little contrast. That's it. Here's these people's website where they were like, you know, this is the basics of color and blah, 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 blah. That tells you about the color app, the quick start guide, the hue family. We talked about this, maybe not using these exact terms, but we talked about this on the channel. Color harmonies, complementary colors, putting it all together, yada, yada, yada. Oh, this is great. All colors are beautiful in the right context. I agree. But let's see how the device does while shopping, so to the mall! Yo, alright, so that's majorly annoying. I had charged the device last night and even into this morning, and for some reason it's saying it's not connected. It seems as if it's the battery, but there's no real way to really check like if this thing is turned on or not. That's like, there's no on and off button or anything like that. It's super annoying, but I am here. I'm gonna pick up a couple of things, and then I guess whatever I decide to take home, and then we could also scan from in my closet. This is a time where I really wish that this stupid device had worked, because I would have loved to see what it would have told me for this orange. So I saw some cute stuff while in ZARA. Check the description box to shop this video, by the way. Anyway, I picked up items to try on based on my dark winter coloring, but it would have been awesome to have the device working. No worries, we'll head back home and try some pieces in my closet. It would have been really interesting to see what the device had to say about the top like this. There's like contrast in the print, and I feel like these are dark winter colors. All right, so I have a couple of pieces, and this is, I don't think it's the same kind of orange as the orange we saw in ZARA, but you know, close enough. And we're gonna try out some colors. There's some things that I'm like, yeah, this is in the winter season. And there's some things where I'm like, I know good and damn well that's not in my season. But you know what? I'ma wear it. But let's see what the colorimeter says. All right, let's see if I can do this so that you can see. All right. Now, one thing I do find a little annoying is that you might have to go back in and go to add new device, because I think that's what I could have done when I was in ZARA to get it to kind of like reactivate. When you know, you know. Okay, so we're gonna measure. So I'm gonna put this on here, and then we're gonna hit start scanning. And of course that's not in focus. And I don't have any hands to put it back in focus. So it scanned it. So it has 53.59 lightness, 61.88 chroma, 43.03 hue. And we're gonna hit next. I knew it! This color is not a harmonious match. Harmonious color pairings are made when colors share one or more of, I think they meant one or more of their dimensions. Now, I have worn this many, many times in videos, and I probably will continue to wear it in videos because I really like it. Here are some good alternatives. Hue matches. So like it's saying like, you know what's so funny? This looks like the color swatch of the dress. Now the dress I got because I wanted to take holiday pictures and I wanted something red, but I really liked the shape of that dress, but I wasn't like in love with the color of it. Let's actually check that out. Now I feel like this dress is close enough to that swatch right there. So let's see. Oh Lord, be budget for a camera person. All right, so we're gonna hit get started and we're gonna start scanning. Oh, the swatch looks so dark in there as opposed to what it looks like here. So 22.02 lightness, 22.53 chroma, and 20.08 hue. This color is not a harmonious match. Now that's crazy because kind of knew that going in. So it's showing me some hue alternatives. Now the crazy thing is I felt like this looked like that swatch that it had on the app before. Like doesn't that look similar? Let's see if what I have on right now is a good match. Now with this headband, there's a lot of contrast. However, when I put this on, I was like, this ain't really my color because this seems kind of warm, but let's see if it picks it up. 69.19 lightness, 13.9 chroma, 88.95 hue. Now, this is a little blown out because I got the light right there. This does not look like this, but let's see what it says. This color combination is a good choice. This is a harmonious color pairing because it matches one of the 3 dimensions of your skin/hair color. Okay, I don't know. To me, that seems kind of yellow. All right, let's see how my shirt that I'm wearing. Skin it. Now my shirt is white, like stark white, like blue white, and it's showing up like it looks like it's gray on this thing. So it says 72.26 lightness, 3.25 chroma, 96.4 hue, and that swatch looks quite gray. But it says the color combination is a good choice. Huh. All right, what else we got here? Let's try this brighter red. I've never worn this, and I do feel like it's not in my color season. But let's see what this punk ass thing says. Look how dark, I don't know if I'm getting accuracy here, because look how dark that is compared to how bright this is. This is what I'm saying when it's like, it's not taking into consideration like clarity, because that looks quite muted and this looks quite bright. So we got 30.03 lightness, 47.48 chroma, and 26.5 hue. It says the color combination is a good choice. This is a harmonious color pairing because it matches one of the 3 dimensions of your skin/hair color. All right, let's see what it says about this dark brown. This is a quite cool dark brown, but I wonder if it'll read it as warm or if it or what it'll read it as. Let's see. So this is 16.08 lightness, 4.22 chroma, 72.23 hue, and it says it's a good combination choice. Let me see, do I have anything that's like really off and is not? Let me just see what it says about this vest, because this vest does have a couple of different colors in it. And then I want to see if I have something that's like completely off, like a yellow, a bright yellow, and see what it says. What? Look at the color swatch this thing gave. Like maybe it only picked up the darker fur. I'm gonna swatch it in a different area and see. But let's see what this says. It says 17.66 lightness, 16.75 chroma, 84.61 hue. Or I might say 4-1. It says it's a good combination. It's a good choice. Let me try to get it on one of the lighter areas and see what it says. The device is affected by ambient light. Okay, so I didn't have it like really on there. That's still within the same range as it was before. That's funny. Hey, all right, well, I'm not even sure if I have anything yellow. I gotta see if I can find that yellow bathing suit. Oh, it's probably in storage and I don't know, I'm about digging for that. All right, don't laugh. This is the only thing I can find that was yellow. And hopefully it'll pick it up. All right, let's see. All right, I don't mean to blind y'all. It picked it up. So it says 80.09 lightness, 82.86 chroma, 93.7 hue. Now with those numbers that high, I'm pretty sure it's going to tell me that this is a no. The color is not a harmonious match. One thing I wanted to check is if I turn this light off. All right, hold on, y'all. This lighting is terrible. Okay, just bear with me for a second though, because I want to see if this comes up differently in the other light. All right. And then we're gonna scan to see if it changes. Hopefully my hand didn't move. All right, so the first one with the light on, it gave 82.06 lightness. With the light off, it gave 82.67. For chroma, with the light on, it gave 79. And for the light off, 79.18. For hue, 99.84. And then with the light off, 99.86. So it's like basically the same thing. So I don't think having the light on, which is I guess this is a good thing, that light doesn't affect it too much. I don't know, maybe if you're in complete darkness, it might be a totally different thing. I don't know. Now, one thing that I wanted to bring up, if you get something where it says it's not a harmonious match, there are ways to wear colors that aren't in your color season. You want to typically keep them as far away from your face as possible. So like when I had that yellow swimsuit on in the picture, but I do think that because it's not like up on my face, like up here, there was a lot of skin showing that kind of broke up the yellow. So, you know, maybe that worked a little bit better and it was a cooler yellow, I feel. But it is possible to wear something that's not a harmonious color. You can maybe pair it with something else. Again, maybe wear it elsewhere, further, as far away from your face as possible. Maybe bring something else that's more harmonious closer up. I'm gonna give my final thoughts on this. Let's go back and sit down. So one plus to this device is that it makes choosing colors very simple. You don't have to be figuring out if something is bright or muted, if it's warm or cool. All you gotta do is fork over your $146 and the device is gonna do the work for you. And I would have to say it makes understanding color a little bit easier, although for my brain, I don't know, I need to like reverse engineer things and you know, like I need to get in, you know. But if you're somebody who you're like, girl, I ain't got the time, then maybe something like this is for you. Now the minuses for this, well, minusing. So one of the bigger minuses for me is that you have to pay $9.99 a month after the free trial. Like this ain't no hit it and quit it type of thing. So if you want to keep, you know, doing this over and over again, you got to pay $9.99 a month. You know, perhaps you might be able to say like, all right, this month I'm going to use it to revamp my wardrobe, or I'm going to buy a bunch of new things for the season and then I'll cancel it. You know, that's an option, I would suppose. That's almost $120 for the year, which not the worst thing in the world, but also like, you know, you could spend that money on something else. Now, something that I do wonder how it will read is that it has you scan your hair color, which oftentimes if you go to have a color analysis done with a color professional in person, sometimes they'll have you put something over your hair so that it doesn't give you a false read, because a lot of people dye their hair all sorts of colors, and sometimes the colors that people dye their hair aren't the best colors for them, and that can kind of throw things off. Me, it wasn't a huge deal because, you know, I cover my grays, but I cover my grays with a color that's very close to my natural hair color anyway. Also, because it doesn't consider your eyes, which again for me wasn't a huge deal because my eyes are dark and it plays into the contrast and it still puts me in a dark winter. However, if I had lighter color eyes, like if they were gray or if they were green, that would put me into maybe like a bright winter or a clear winter palette. Now the app creator does explain why they don't use the eye color. I'm gonna read what she says. So she says, while your eyes do garner a lot of attention, your largest fixed colors are your skin and hair. If someone is standing more than about 10 feet away from you, they may not even be able to tell what color your eyes are. If you'd like to include your eye color in your palette, try adding it as an accent in your accessories or in a pattern. Please note that the colorimeter you know, the device is not safe to use on your eyes, which I think I alluded to that earlier, that you probably shouldn't be, you know, using that device on your eyes. But I don't know that I agree with her rationale on why the eye color isn't included. And, you know, you can find out more about that in the full video where I explain, you know, the 12 different color seasons. But in a nutshell, your eye color can help determine contrast, which, you know, the difference in depth, and clarity, whether something is bright or muted. So I don't know if I agree with that. And yes, from 10 feet away, people may not tell what color your eyes are, but people ain't always gonna be 10 feet away from you. I don't know, what y'all think about that answer? To me, it's like, what you talking about? I also wonder, and I brought this up earlier as well, especially for people of color, sometimes we can have multiple colors on our faces. And if you're someone where perhaps you have melasma or you have some other sort of hyperpigmentation, and this often happens with makeup too, where people think to match your makeup to the darker areas, but the darker areas are hyperpigmentation. And the biggest minus that was quite annoying to me was, how the heck are you supposed to know whether the device is on or off? There's no on or off button. It said on the instructions to charge it twice a month. I'm gonna see, let's look on the app, because let's see if the app will tell us. See, right now it's saying it's connected, but it also says unavailable, which is what it was saying when we were in the store. Wait, maybe because I'm not on the Wi-Fi? See, and I would remove the device and then add it back, but then I'm like, is that gonna take away all of my choices here? I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. But folks, there is a lot more to this color analysis stuff, so if you haven't already, meet me over here in the color playlist. We're gonna go through all of the 12 color seasons with a special emphasis on people of color, because you know they stay trying to leave us out of these color analysis conversations. Click on it here and I'll see you there.